Hey, how's everybody going? It's about 4:06 a.m. I'm awake. I woke up and I'm awake now. I put on YouTube and see that Jimmy Dore posted a video on Charlie Kirk at around midnight or between midnight and 1 a.m. It looks like he posted a video on Charlie Kirk, but it was from like he made it in the afternoon. They seem to have waited like 10 hours to edit it or whatever. And it has an incredible amount of stats. And those are climbing while it's only just after 4 a.m. So let's see. It says it's posted on September 10th. So it said posted 3 hours earlier when I just noticed it, and now that's missing. Doesn't say posted 3 hours earlier, but anyway, I saw it. So he posted that thing around right after, well, September 10th would be yesterday's. They're fudging the stats. They're fudging everything. So they put this video with the old news on. He's already over 200,000 views with 12,000 thumbs up, and the number of comments, the number of AI comments are at 6,272. And I'm looking at, all right, I'll look at it says 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours. I don't have it on new comments either. This is it's it says sort by top comments. I don't see anything. It's all 3 hours ago. It's 4 a.m. for me. I'm on the Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know that would, I know he's on the West Coast, but it looks like that's applying to my time, to the Eastern Time, the 2 hours, 3 hours ago. I mean, they got comments pouring in right now, and they're all stupid. Should I read some of the comments? I don't think so. Anyone can read the comments and see that they look fake. They feel fake. They look and feel fake. And they're all with a certain type of push, the comments. They all have an agenda. Every one of these comments seems to be trying to manipulate, to convince, to probe, to so anyone can do what I'm doing here, but the key is, I think that's the key, that the looking for the patterns. They want to keep us involved even if it's negative. So that seems to make sense. So computers are zeros and ones. These people are they're insane. They're our government, they're our military. I mean, this Charlie Kirk guy was associating with Candace Owens. Candace Owens is associating with Jimmy Dore. They're in on it. This was professional. It's bizarre that no one was caught, but that seems to tell us that it was rigged. I think They're gonna push it as Charlie Kirk is the JFK. I'm not saying he was at that level, but they want him to represent youth for one of the parties who was killed to usher in the New World Order type idea. This is quite a ridiculous world. I think this is being done because no one cares. No one's participating anymore on internet. It's all fake. All the comments are fake. The stats are fake. They make uh they make the clever part of the society, which includes myself, they try to make us feel as if all these people they fall for the mainstream. They're into it. They're non-participating votes. They they believe in it. They're taking it at the face value. I'm saying no. I'm saying we the people backed off a number of years ago. I think starting in 2016, that Bernie thing. So you have the whole, and before Bernie, those Bernie people like me, I'm no longer a Bernie person, but us people who didn't want to give up and were like, okay, we'll get behind Bernie Sanders. So for someone like me, that was the last frickin' straw. And now what I think they're trying to divert us from is the system itself. They're not trying to distract us from that or this or that or this, because there'll always be a new that or this or that or this. I'm unscripted right now. I'm pounding this out after 4 a.m. Okay, I see a few comments here that say 4 hours ago on that Jimmy Dore thing. His one new. I got the Audacity on. I'm checking here and there to make sure it doesn't stop. I don't think it will because I'm only speaking. I'm not running any video right now or anything. I'm scrolling. So it's typical comments that are AI, and they have tons of thumbs up in only a few hours. And more comments pouring in. You guys love your guns. It was a professional hit. It, I'm not gonna run through them. I just ran through a couple. Total CIA hit. Well, yes, I think so. But the CIA is yet again the CIA becomes the distraction for the overall military-industrial complex. They try to make out these villains when they're all in on it, and it's more like they're all actors. So Bernie Sanders is an actor. Pelosi, all these people we were conditioned to hate based on our own individuality. So I hated G.W. Bush. I was like, what a Dick Cheney. I hated him. But at some point, I believe it becomes obvious to each of us how fake everything is. Now, I don't imagine many people realize the complete scripted nature that I've been harping on, that I cropped it out and I proved it. And that's what frustrates me. I admit it. And the stat rigging frustrates me because there's no way to overcome it. Oh, a good comment has only 2 thumbs up, which is the idea I had. But I'm not saying it's my idea, but I'm saying it's the idea that came to my head yesterday. Going, chickens coming home to roost. That's it. This is called chickens coming home to roost. That's what Malcolm X said about JFK. So that comment doesn't get pushed while the ones that just sound unhinged, that don't even attempt, like Israel, CIA, stereotypical type uh, stuff that goes nowhere. Was Charlie Kirk COINTELPRO? I don't know. I've never seen him. Yesterday after it happened, I searched and found and saw that he was never on with Joe Rogan. All I have to do is find out who. All I have to do is look at some of his videos to know, like, was he on with Candace Owens? And can we slow down that video and see if they're reading off teleprompters? I have these people effed up mentally. They know about me. I know they know about me. It's in their eyes. It's been going on. They taunt me. They flapped their arms and taunted me for years. I'm like a form of Liver King that they're trying to. I don't know how many are out there like myself that really got into the internet, social media and stuff, and then they effed with us. I don't know how many are out there like me, but I know it's not. It can't just be myself. So there's probably some people out there who can relate to what I'm saying. That they mock, they mimic, they mock. They try to drive. They try to make people unhinged. They try to make us dead. They try to make us dead inside. Any of us who are free spirits. Now they know I get fixated on stuff and I don't stop. They know that from because I went after Brett Kimberlin back in the day. They didn't give me a platform. They didn't interview me. No one did. No one let me speak. No one. They always had to speak for me, and they flipped it into their own agenda. So Breitbart, and then Breitbart died right around then. So I don't. And then now Breitbart, now the poor man's Breitbart is Bannon. Like Bannon's a fucking cunt. Goddamn bitches everywhere, and all they have left now are these AI bots. I can't believe anyone thinks that's real shit. Um, so what I see is what they're trying to distract us from is the general nature of society through internet, or even society itself. As I pointed out months ago about the surveillance system in the supermarkets. You can't even go food shopping anymore without being harassed by the state. We need to smash all AI. We need to smash. I mean, metaphorically. I'll say that metaphorically. If any of you fucktards fuck with me again like you did back in the day, it won't work this time. I'll warn you right now. Alright, another reason I want to make this video, in addition, okay, to reiterate before I get on to the show, to reiterate, the system is over. It cracked. This thing was formed hundreds of years ago, obviously before internet, TV. So the system has been in place hundreds of years before anything new that we think is reality, like phones and TV, like I said. Now, books would be back there in the day, even way, way, way back in the day. There would be books, and that's what the student should should reflect on and look into. Then they'd be able to listen to Marshall McLuhan and grok what he was saying. So that's what this is about, I believe. Things in general are not going well for the military industrial complex. Their goal of total control through electricity, it's not working for them because you can't fake soul. You can't fake organic speech. Just can't be done. Just can't be frickin' done. So every comment of theirs that I see, these AI, and I've looked into it and I've thought about it and reflected. I have a master's in sociology from an Irish university. I've always been outside the system. One, so I have some. I don't just speak. I'm not selling anything. I'm just speaking out because I want to express myself. Somehow, I'm someone who doesn't need any money. I live on the minimum that I get. And I get by pretty good because I realize eating well is more important than being rich. That I have no ambition. There's no competition in me. I no longer compare. I no longer have those insecurities that a lot of us have had throughout life and stuff. It's just all gone now. I got diagnosed, and now I know how I work, how I think, how I experience. And so they want us to notice the patterns because they're not completely stupid. Just because they're fronted by junkies, making it seem incompetent, uh, that's obviously part of their plan to discredit the reality, the fake reality. So they create this fake reality over hundreds of years, thousands of years probably, couple thousand years, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years it seems. This has been building where the Freemason, where the Freemason is the term for the like how CIA is thrown around. When it's obviously not just CIA, it's cops, courts, Air Force, and it goes on and on. So when someone says CIA, it's got to mean more than CIA. Because it's not about a boogeyman. It's not about Hitler. It's not about Trump. It's not about Hillary Clinton. It's about the system. C. Wright Mills said that the conspiracy is in the institutions. They never talk about C. Wright Mills. No one ever talked about him. By design, to use the cliche, they lie, cheat, and steal. So they take our words, maybe on paper in the boardroom, or that this made sense, but it's not playing out well for them. I mean, you have no one on internet going unscripted. Where is it? Someone should tell me anyone who's out there who's unscripted. I don't see it. I drove quite a number of people off the internet here. Oh, I think I saw Frank Analysis in some type of CIA mask being interviewed early in that game yesterday. I think he was being interviewed by Poppy Harlow. Is she on CBS now? And I could have sworn it seemed to be Frank Analysis wearing a mask. The face did not look real. And it sounded like him, but with a little bit of a voice changer added. So that would give vindication to the crisis actor idea. So the crisis actor idea is actually not even a kooky. It's a reality. It's like the Warren Commission was about crisis actors, but then they turn the crisis actors into some type of science fiction. That's not even likely or doesn't add up. And then you get the Alex Jones guy gets sued for pushing that. Hal Turner got arrested because he kept pushing it. Maybe Hal Turner, I don't know, there's nowhere to go to discuss this stuff to get to the gist of anything. So in my mind, we are in a self-defense mode where our liberty has been taken away by the U.S. military. What they're doing is illegal. So I'm speaking out to those people in the military that in order for them to save their souls, they have to address the cunts who run the military, the top fucking bitches in the background. They need to be taken care of. This thing with the internet needs to be taken care of. You guys are going to burn in hell if you don't do something about this. You're going to fucking burn in hell. You're going to be reincarnated into shit. All of you. I get reincarnated into a normal situation no matter what I do the rest of the way. I'm not a junkie. Now maybe in a past life I fucked up a little bit and then it clouded stuff for me in the next life. This is what I'm trying to warn everyone, that we're reincarnated. I figured it out. We're reincarnated. And we don't I don't think we change all that much. Like I think it takes a lot to have some type of huge transformation. So we're going to look very similar, probably be the same gender, same religion, same, maybe not same religion as things shift around. The genetics will be similar. But I mean, a lot of about how we look and feel is attitude and personality and being thoughtful, being considerate. And that's not allowed in this world. Looking back on it, none of that's allowed. It's in pockets, and somehow we survive. But what's going on now is becoming impossible to survive. AI comments, fake rig stats, getting shadow banned, not being allowed to have an identity through internet, to not have the chance to speak without it being tilted toward the cheaters. The cheaters, this is being cheated. The tech companies need to be public utilities with no AI, no algorithm, no tilting of what's going on. It should be like it was when the internet first started out, where the search engines worked. So Google, all that needs to be gone. Elon Musk, he shouldn't even be allowed in the country. Um, Trump, I don't know how Trump is president, but how is Biden? How is Biden president? So we can't win there either. It should be obvious to anyone that we can't win through the system, and to win, then it's referred to as extra parliamentary activity. So to get back to the pattern thing, and then the new thing I wanted to add, that I implied I was gonna move on and add a new bit of info here. Um, they're trying to distract us from the overall system. It's a deal breaker that we're mimicked, mocked, not allowed to get page views, that we're not allowed to participate, that our vote doesn't mean anything, that we get a candidate like a Bernie Sanders who fake represented us. And the same thing's going on with Ocasio-Cortez. There's no, it's so painful to realize there's nothing, there's like nothing, that it truly is, has to be a grassroots revolution to remove them. They need to be removed. The distraction is the system itself needs to be destroyed. It needs to end. They don't want it known that Joe Rogan is reading off of hidden teleprompters. They don't want it that known when it should have already gone big time viral. They don't want a nobody like me to get page stats and big subscriber counts. I would have made a video yesterday if I had a platform, if I was allowed. I'm showing through many videos that I'm able to speak thoughtfully and for extended time, unscripted, which I know is a good thing for anyone listening right here. You know it's an organic human being. You know I'm not reading off of a teleprompter or anything. So yes, the fake comments are always have a. I read this about the AI. They're always trying to convince us. So all these comments, they want us to read the comments. They want us to be passive and to read and to listen to the influencer nodes. This was written out by the Eglin Air Force paper, the Warren Dixon thing, when the Eglin Air Force Base thing. Everything is a bait and switch, and Lucy with the football with Charlie Brown. There's not one. You all know that. You can scroll and scroll and scroll. You'll never find one good video of a normal uh, free thinker type, whether they're a scholar or a regular Joe. No, we get demented Joe Rogan. So what's up? So Jimmy Dore does this like that fake live show that they never post. And then he waits like 10, 12 hours to whatever it was to post it. His big video on Charlie Kirk. And I know there's a few people who, maybe more than a few people, who notice what I notice. It's an easy pattern to see. That Jimmy Dore's afraid to go on live. And that they're editing it. Or that Jimmy Dore's afraid to show his face. He hides behind a microphone. He chews gum because he doesn't want people to see that his tongue's jutting. So I go after him like a year or two, starting year 2, 3 year ago. Once I realized he was connected to Convo Couch. And he's hiding behind a microphone. He doesn't know about my videos? Yeah, he does. Look at Joe Rogan. You think he's not affected by that someone has cropped him out and shown that he's reading off of teleprompters? They want people to think he's upset about the what is it, the elephant graveyard, the influencer note attack on him, the fake fight attack on him, the going nowhere analysis of the bigger channels, even if on the surface they seem to be the best. Edward R. Murrow was planted. I learned that Edward R. Murrow never came up with shit. A little bit of a cough there. I got orange juice going. Mapping out the day in my head because I have autism. I think that's. Now I used to just do that without knowing I had autism. But I'm gonna get through this. I got something really good coming up here. I'm already over half an hour on this. That should actually be plenty for a ramble. I think I got through all my points. Oh no, I mean I have the other points that I promised to share. All those AI comments are trying to convince or to condition. They're all pointed, slanted. There's like myself, I can't shut up. Their comments tend to be like a sentence or even five sentences to me doesn't seem that much. And then when you read through them, they all sound the same. I'm seeing one that looks like it could easily have taken from me and then AI'd it. But that makes me sound stupid, I know, or arrogant, I don't know. They're doing it to all of us. Make no mistake, in Australia, they put that in there. So, they want to start a civil war. So all these comments, they don't really go anywhere. There's one with 33 replies. I guess that's a coincidence. Lots of Israel in the comments. So yes, the common thing I'm hearing is it's a distraction from Epstein. It's a distraction from 9/11. It's a distraction from the overall fakeness of the system where they're faking it. Each side, they're actors. They're not. This is all being planned out and staged. Okay, I'm gonna get to the other stuff now. I'm just gonna say this. I've already made the point that it's a distraction because they don't want people to know that everything's got hidden teleprompters and that everything's fake. Everything's surveillance and fake. It's stuff that I don't even have to. It's not even something to become awake on anymore. It's so obvious. It's everyone knows it. Everyone knows it's all now fake. Yet they don't admit it. They don't admit it. So we're all getting gaslighted at the same time. We're shadow banned and pigeonholed, or so we're not able to discuss any of this and get relief that way. So I went after the personalities themselves, and I think I had an influence on them to fuck them up, which is what I aim to do. To fuck them up psychologically. I want to fuck up Jimmy Dore psychologically, and I think I did. Katie Halper, I think I fucked her up. And I think I saved a lot of people. Anyone who's found my videos is now clean free from this shit. Make a video and then post it 12 hours later on Charlie Kirk getting assassinated. Great job, Jimmy Dore. Posting at midnight. I'm pretty sure this is posted around midnight. 11 p.m. midnight. Huge stats. Oh, there's another 40,000 since I've started here. So it's up to 242,125. Even though on other videos he gets like maybe 20,000 views, and those are fake. Everyone knows there's going to be a base of fakeness. They would give those backwater channels around five, anywhere from like 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers, and they'd always get like 20, 30 thumbs up. And the thing was rolling on from like 2016-ish with the Bernie. It got rolled in with the Bernie attempt. So that's what all this is, a distraction from that. In general, it is a rise and shine media mythology. Now that I got past that, I got that out of my system, what we're actually being distracted from. We're being distracted from that we've been conditioned, and that everything is scripted with the teleprompters. I think I can repeat that over and over again because it's fucking huge. It's the fucking whole point. If they're all scripted for 2-3 hours with hidden teleprompters, that's called the deal breaker. It doesn't add up. And they're all in cahoots. They didn't even attempt to make it seem organic or anything. So they're all like congregated together, easy to fucking just take care of all of them at once, which is what I did to a lot of them. The Jimmy Dore ecosystem. Okay, so they got major problems with their faces. They have trouble moving their mouths around. I'm not going to repeat stuff like that. The drug-induced facial movements. But another thing I've noticed with these assholes is that across the board, pretty much with all of them, they are ending up with eye misalignments. They're creating a lazy eye. They're not. I saw there's muscles in our eyes. There's a handful of muscles that allow us to move the eyeballs around. And these guys are just unnaturally moving around. They're looking out of corners of eyes. They got like about 5 teleprompters. I see them making the same physical movements. And it was getting painful for me. So about over the last year, I figured out how to not let it upset me, to observe it. And that basically means cropping. Like I'll focus in on them and put it into the corner of the monitor, and then I'll use other windows to block out their hand movements. And then I just observed them as a human being. I put on mute and I put it at like 25%, and I just could see that they were scripted. And I found a teleprompter and fault lines. So what I'm going to say to wrap this up is that, oh, the deformed thumbs. That's what I almost forgot. So I'm noticing these two new things over the last few weeks, maybe month. They press their thumb into the other Freemasons, and it's pushing the top part of the thumb with the fingernail. It's making it like I can't do it myself. I don't know how they're doing that. But they have deformed thumbs, and that's a giveaway that they're Freemason cunts if they have that deformed thumb thing. It's the top of the thumb, and it's going away from the body. They're just fixated on the thumbs. They're fucking demented, so they're really easy to fuck with. Like, when I told Farron Franczak that at a Masters, she said, oh, they give those away to everyone. I mean, it's like, fuck you. The arrogance of these asswives. This guy Jimmy Dore, Joe Rogan. That's why I've been going into this, like, Joe Rogan, never a comedian, never an actor. And guy like Liver King, he's not academic like me. He ended up with the same conclusion about Joe Rogan, that he's a pussy piece of shit who's a fucking bully, fucking goddamn bully cunt, drug junkie trash, fucking bitch who should have been doxxed already. But fucking cunts in the U.S. military have no fucking balls to stick up for the Charlie Kirks, to stick up for the Bernie Sanders voters, to stick up for democracy. This has got nothing to do. It's fake. This right versus left shit. The politics, the C-SPAN, all of this shit is fake. These people are scum of earth, and I think a great strategy is to let them know they're scum of earth. I also think we need class action lawsuit to take over the tech companies. These people need to be in prison. I think they should all be doxxed. And we should have on our internet, when we finally get a free people's internet, we'll list them where they're living, where they are, and we'll figure out how to take care of these cunts. We won't be violent. We won't break any laws. But we're sick of this shit. So we're gonna fucking end them. Now it might take a long time, but you can't own a slave anymore. So back in the day, the slave owners were, oh, what are you gonna do about it? I did something about it. I'm glad that I fucked up a lot of these individuals. I'd rather break the whole system, though. It's a bit ridiculous to just go after fucking Jimmy Dore, even Joe Rogan. What's the big deal? Say even if I took down Joe Rogan somehow, I'm not saying I can. I don't think I can. I think I should have, though. I think this should have brought him down. That he's reading off of teleprompters. That just shows everything's rigged. So in the new world, there'll be no AI. It'll be outlawed. We'll own the tech companies, so it'll be like the olden days of the internet where you got to bookmark it. You find Tokyo Shump if you say, like, well, he's not too bad. You better bookmark it because there's no... Or write it down, or you're not going to be able to... You might forget where that channel is or that web page, like back in the day when the search engines worked. So the search engines don't work. Those people need to be fucked with. I'm sick of this fucking shit going on. I am so fucking sick of this shit. So I'm making open message to everyone in military Air Force, even if there's potentially like one good person in the CIA, uh, NSA, all this shit going on, cops, courts, do your fucking jobs. Sick of this shit. We're sick of this shit. We're sick of the AI. We're sick of the fucking people like Jimmy Dore. We're sick of this shit. So they got deformed thumbs, and the other thing is the misalignment of the eyeballs. Fucking losers. Tongue juts, misalignment of eyes. Going, one goes in one direction, the other doesn't follow. These are fucking losers that are exposed. I don't give a fuck anymore about any of this shit. They fucking delete me, then maybe I'll sue YouTube. You want YouTube deletes me? I'll at least make an attempt to sue them. I'm sick of this shit. I'm not holding back anything. Fuck them. Fuck you at Eglin Air Force Base. Fuck you. Goddamn fucking demented pieces of shit. You should get the death penalty. Every fucking one of you at Eglin Air Force Base doing social containment with Warren Dixon. Fuck you. You deserve to die with a guillotine through courts. But you do deserve to die for treason, you fucking cunts. You goddamn fucking cunts. I learned that word living in Ireland. I don't mean it to degrade the women. I think I got everything out of my system, and I'm able to hover over Audacity icon and see that there was no glitch. It's working. I got it all going. Now, I don't think I said anything too stupid. I'm not violent. I'm not looking to break any laws. But I am saying that we, the people, need to come together. It's called extra parliamentary. We need to figure out how to end AI, end surveillance, and we need to take over the tech companies through the courts. Take care and don't let them draw you back into this shit. It's not worth it. Don't let yourself get drawn back into this shit. That's what they want. That's the distraction. They don't want you distracted to quit internet. They want you distracted to get back into a passive rhythm with social media. Okay, take care.